The next question is simplify x raised to a plus b the whole bracket raised to a minus b multiplied by x raised to b plus c and the whole bracket raised to b minus c, x raised to c plus a and the whole bracket raised to c minus a. When we look this sum, it looks little bit complicated, but when we apply the laws, it becomes very simple. Okay, now see, first power and again its power, so we should make a multiplication of these two powers, right? Multiplication of a plus b, a minus b by using the powers law. Again multiplication of b plus c, b minus c by using the powers law, and also it is multiplication of these two powers, right? In this step, for the powers, we can apply the identity. And what is that identity? A plus b, a minus b gives us a square minus b square. So by applying this identity, the product of these two brackets becomes a square minus b square. Similarly, the product of these two brackets becomes b square minus c square, and also the product of these two brackets becomes c square minus a square. Understood till here? Next, since the bases of all these three are same and between them there is a multiplication sign, we can apply the product law. By applying the product law, we must add the powers. So we added all the powers, a square minus b square, that is our first power, plus second power, and plus this third one. Okay, now see what will happen here. Plus a square and minus a square becomes 0. Minus b square and plus b square will become 0, and plus c square minus c square will also become 0. So each of the power get cancelled, numerator is nothing, that means 0 is there. So x raised to 0 becomes 1. Okay. Now the next question, simplify. Fifth root of x raised to 20, y raised to minus 10 and z raised to 5 divided by x cube upon y cube, right? This is our question. Now, since it is a fifth root, for the fifth root, what we can write? Raised to, the whole values are raised to what? 1 upon 5. If you remember, we have learned this in the previous video. Okay. So let us see this. The same thing we can write in this way. X raised to 20, y raised to minus 10, z raised to 5, and all this raised to 1 upon 5, because it is a fifth root, order is 5, divided by, since there is a division sign, we can make it as a multiplication, and we can also take a reciprocal of this. Got it? Now 1 by 5 is common for all these three, so let us make a separation of that. So it becomes x raised to 20 multiplied by 1 by 5 multiplied by y raised to minus 10 multiplied by 1 upon 5, then z raised to 5 multiplied by 1 upon 5, and also the last one is this value, y raised to 3 upon x raised to 3. Okay. Now let us make a cancellation over there. 5 ones are 5, 5 fours are 20, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 will get cancelled. Okay, so the remaining values are x raised to 4 multiplied by y raised to minus 2 multiplied by z raised to 1 multiplied by y raised to 3 and x raised to 3. Okay, now students, tell me, is there are some same powers, or we can say same bases are there? These two are having the same basis, but one is in the numerator and another is in the denominator. That means there must be the subtraction of the powers of these two. Okay, so we can say that x raised to 4 minus 3 multiplied by, next term is with the base 2, base is y. Is there any other base with y? Correct. So we can say that both of these are in the numerator, that means in the multiplication, so there should be the addition of their powers. So minus 2 plus 3 and multiplied by z. There is no any similar base with z. Okay, now 4 minus 3, 4 minus 3 is how much? 4 minus 3 is 1. So that means we can write it as x raised to 1, y raised to 1 and also the z raised to 1, or simply we can write xyz. xyz will be the final answer. Okay, all of you understood this?